This is TPP The Peasent Podcast. We're a community DayZ console podcast featuring owners, coders, streamers and players from the game we all love.
Now can I ask you a question first?
We discuss everything from updates to ideas to help the community and devs understand what it's like to play console DayZ.
That was making me a little nervous.
Oh.
You can't take the DayZ out of me. I'm still like,
I am the Greedy Peasant. I am a Twitch streamer, content creator. I'm out to show off what console DayZ can do with the tools that we have and show off its community. Alright, welcome everybody to the podcast. Hope you're having a lovely day. We might get Buds come over here and switch sides. Come on this side.
Started, Buzz. You're on.
That's it.
We're live on air.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that's it.
Here comes someone. Here comes someone.
Come over here. Oh, we might have.
There's a rando here.
Oh,
hello.
Sweet as. It's Nebs. Yep. Welcome. All right, we have our co-hosts.
They call me Mr. Jiggle.
Oh, yeah, happy Mother's Day to everybody.
How are we all?
Going well. Our co-hosts come from each side of the DayZ player style. ADKQ is a massive role player with a love for the survival aspect of the game. Smiley Got a Gun is who's a Twitch streamer and content creator who's out to meet the weird and wonderful people of DayZ. Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Morning all.
Lovely to be here.
And happy
Mother's Day to all the mothers.
That's it. All the mothers out there in Australia. I think it's only for Australia. Happy Mother's Day. It's not a worldwide thing, funnily enough. So don't panic, guys. If you're not in Australia, you haven't forgotten something.
May all the mums be released today and go to the pub and get drunk and have no children.
That's it. Get shit-faced. Tell your kids to go away. And
Shit-faced, everyone.
That's it. Drop them off to Dad. And done. Go out and get wrecked. That's what it's all about.
Human beings out of your vagina.
That's it.
And all your...
That's congratulations.
And if your mom's been locked up for DUI, go ahead and send her some money in her commissary. She'll definitely enjoy it.
But make sure you don't sit on the game all day today too, guys. You know, give your mum some love.
Yeah, that's it. See, wise words from the co-hosts. Get Blyer, get rid of the kids. Don't get on the game. All right, where did Nebs go? Nebs go get dressed. I saw him.
Disappeared.
All right, so our guest today, we have SexyKarl from Thicc PvP. How are you, bro?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Not too bad. How's the server rolling?
So currently the server, I actually stopped running both my servers back in September. I was actually just kind of way too busy with other stuff to give it the time required. But I am planning on relaunching it probably about a week or so after this next update drops.
Ooh.
So that would be just Thicc Loot PvP.
Just
no Thicc Loot Vonia.
No Thicc Loot Vonia? Just going back to the original?
Thicc Loot. Exactly. That's my passion's always been the high pop, fast paced PvP.
Oh, 100%. It was always kicking off. Always kicking off. So it'd be good to see you back in the ranks. But welcome to the show.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And now we got the dynamic duo, the D Squad. DopeMagic and Buzz. How are you guys?
What's going on?
I'm going all right. These gentlemen are massive TikTok creators. You've probably seen them buzzing around the streets of Chinaris and Livonia, causing trouble. How's the TikTok rolling?
Oh yeah, we go everywhere.
How's the content creating going?
Going great.
Going great?
And content, look where we are now, huh? Yeah, tell them, look at you squad
Just
now.
dropped some more videos, some COD streaming
Look where
videos.
we're at.
Yep.
I did an End of Plunder video with all shields. It was pretty fun.
Very, very nice.
Don't
So
start with that shit.
really pumping the
Shut
content
up,
out these days.
God, I don't give a shit if you don't like it.
Obviously, What we didn't know about these dynamic duos are actually brothers. They have to not only put up with each other in game, but also out of game as well. Gentlemen, we'll be discussing that a little bit more later on. But welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Glad to be here.
All right, and then our arrival here, Mr. Ned. What's going on? Oh, his mic was working. You might have to do the unplug, replug. You know your mic's terrible. That's it. Unplug it, replug it
I
in.
think they're about to throw up.
Could have a throwing up competition.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go. Boom.
You didn't drink what was behind the bar, did you?
Okay, good.
That's it.
Yeah, it's
Give this
been-
man a drink. Well, this lady.
Oh, he's
No, we
getting his
need-
I don't know
phone
if
ready.
it's
Need
this
to
custom
find out.
area, but it is so choppy hearing the voices.
It's choppy, is it? You're coming out crystal clear.
Yeah.
Jesus, so
Yeah,
far was that?
I hear like talking and then it cuts for a second, and it's weird. I don't know.
Oh, that is strange. But, Mr. Debs, how's things
Hey,
going?
It's good enough.
Heard you got a new server merged into the Deadlands these days.
Yep, new server. I have Providence merged into Deadlands because the owner, Chief Ross, had been an admin on our server for years now, and we finally just merged up. And he actually can't be here right now, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, he's got to go to work.
Slim can't either, but that's okay. Yeah. But yeah, we just merged up, and we're excited about it. We're gonna wipe here during this next update that's gonna happen, and we're looking forward to it.
Sweet as, my friend. Well, welcome to the show. Glad you could make it. All right, we're going to grab a different angle here. There we go.
Welcome, welcome.
That's it. We've even got the steaks on the fridge, on the barbecue, ready to go. Alrighty, welcome everybody to the stream. Who we got in the chat? Our chat is absolutely flooded. People, we've got Airy. As we said, a big happy Mother's Day to all the Australian mums out there. We've got Honest Criminal, we've got Phil, we've got Airy, GDS Queen, happy Mother's Day. Neb's in the chat. King Alabar, welcome, welcome.
Get on the bar.
Got Ponce.
Oh. On the bar.
Got Lady Ponce, me lady. Teabag in the house. Bloody Sabbath in the house. What have we missed?
Oh, she's doing her Fiona Apple impression. I love this one.
Thicc's in the house. It is
She's gonna
actually
be all drunk
a
and throw
fly
herself
bar.
around the room.
This particular build is called the Sanctuary. This is provided by CDS. It is absolutely decked out. There's a fighting arena at the bottom. There's a fighting arena up the top. It's absolutely packed out with gear. You can actually get a little tour if you go to DopeMagic's TikTok. He did a little run through for us, and was destroying all my gear around the place and throwing shit.
Sorry, I was
Trashing the place.
Here, and I was like, I'm a rock star. Look at me go.
That's it, flying off the
Don't give him
handle.
the keys to the place and be like, go
I
ahead and
tried to put
check
it
it
back.
out. No one's going to be around.
I tried to put it back.
It was funny. I came across it, and I'm like, that looks like my set.
Yeah, I
Fuck,
knew
it is
somebody
my
would.
set.
The next guy's gonna be like, "What the hell happened here?" I'll tell you what happened here. DopeMagic happened here. That's what.
That's it.
Painted everywhere. Write out G Squad and all your plays.
That's it. It
Yeah, I
was.
was wondering what was written on my ass.
That's it. It's putting samples in everyone's
We're getting to
pockets.
the apparel market.
All right, we'll get into some one-on-ones.
Big D on my ass.
You're lucky. Mine's on my hat. All right, SexyKarl, how are you, bro?
Yes, sir. Doing great.
We want to know, when did you start playing DayZ on Xbox?
So I started playing DayZ on Xbox. It might not have been the first day it was released, but it was one of the first few days. Someone told me about I think it was a free hour you could get. So I spent an hour, like, in the rain with a gun with no magazine, falling down a hill, and I was like, this is the most frustrating game ever. And I was so frustrated when my hour ended, I immediately bought it, and it just kind of went from there.
Wow.
Sounds like a lot of people who ventured and fell into this game that we traumatize ourselves and say, fuck, we love this, give me more, give me more.
Yeah.
Some asshole told me this game would be fun, and then about an hour into it, I was about ready to uninstall it.
So I bought
exactly. Yeah, it's not DayZ if you haven't uninstalled it a couple of times.
Yeah, 100%. So I know you're just getting back into it now, but how many hours do you play a week? Or Discord, or admin, or code?
So when I was pretty active, I was probably spending more time on the Discord and doing stuff in the coding, but anytime I wasn't doing that, I was pretty much on DayZ. I actually just today went and checked to add up my hours from my few accounts I've played on, and I'm around like 4,800 hours total.
Ooh, big
and
fatty.
I always feel like I've probably spent even more fucking time staring at XMLs over the years.
It's it gets a little.
I kind of fell into the modding thing just because like a friend of a friend had a server, and he mentioned I was begging him to bump up the bears naturally, and he did that for me, and then I got curious and looked up what the files looked like, and once I saw how kind of simple it looked, I was just like, oh, I got to get one of these. This will be fun.
That was the end of it.
Yeah, that was my downfall.
Yeah, that's it. That was the end of
It's
it.
always fun when you befriend the admins. And I remember we got Iron Maiden to make us a little base, and she just retweak the docs. It was just funner to play. Oh man, it was so much fun.
Well, and you watch. If you get into a coding, you'll understand. It's your hours of playing goes down, and your time and editor goes up.
Right.
100%.
And it was like, I didn't really know what to expect when I started Googling like, DayZ XML files, but I took one look and I was like, oh, this is like just like the files I had to fuck with at work, but like you actually get to do cool, like it's to make the game more fun, not to,
be work.
With some lame tech support question.
Yeah, that's it, be work. So what was it about DayZ that drew you in? What was the biggest thing that drew you in?
I was drawn in just by the whole sandbox, no direct objective other than survive. Like that aspect was what drew me in, but I feel like what's kept me so into it is honestly just the intensity of the gunfights. I like having to deal with loading magazines and just everything about the first person shooter aspect of it. I like it because I find it way more satisfying than like a Call of Duty style game, and I also like that no matter what the server is, if you survive long enough, you also have to eat and drink and take care of yourself. So I just feel like it's a more satisfying shooter game because it has a higher learning curve and more difficulty involved.
Yeah, 100% agree with that one. It's definitely what dragged me, and the difficulty of shooting away and your gun jams, and now you're stuck with a half-broken gun. You got to
exactly
bash the shit out of it to get it going again, and yeah, definitely, I have to agree with that. What we're going to do? Do you want to plug your Discord? Do you want to plug your server?
Yeah, so currently I actually don't even have a Discord yet, but I kind of just want to plug the fact that Thicc PvP is going to be relaunching as soon as this update drops. Well, within I always give them an extra week because Bohemia, but yeah, basically going to be the same thing as it used to be. First person controller, no crosshair, rotating spawns. It's just going to be all combat and too many bears. That's really what I'm going for. So just the classic fast-paced, unlimited shooting.
Ah, sweet as. Definitely.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
Definitely loving that.
while I'm at it, I'll mention I did I had an old YouTube channel, but unfortunately the email account it was associated was deleted. So I have a new YouTube channel, which is just same as my gamer tag, SexyKarl777.
Yep.
I think I uploaded one video to it today, just so that people would recognize that is the right one.
That's it.
But yeah, I definitely plan on putting up all my bear fighting and other random highlight videos, and of course new shit I would film. I'm also same name on TikTok, SexyKarl777.
Beautiful. So definitely get out there, check out the stuff that's going on Thicc PvP, and of course jump into the YouTube and TikTok and track you down and get into that DayZ content. Well, SexyKarl, we appreciate you coming on.
Definitely.
All right.
Can I ask Carl just a quick question?
They're far away.
All right, just
Yeah.
a quick question. Like, is your name actually Carl, or is there a Carl out there that you find sexy?
Well, I'll put it this way. My middle name is Carl.
There you go.
Ah.
So it's option 2. He finds another Carl sexy.
And also,
Yeah.
is it Carl with a K or Carl with a C?
It is Carl with a K.
Ah.
That means he's the evil twin.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're glad we brought him along then. That's what we're all about in DayZ, evil twins. Speaking of siblings, DopeMagic Buzz, D Squad, welcome.
Right here.
Yo, yo.
What's up?
Thank you for having us.
No problems at all. These guys are content creators massively on TikTok. The D Squad, you'll see DopeMagic and Buzz pumping out content left, right, and centre of a variety of games. We'll start.
Oh, yeah, I'm all over the place.
You're all over the place.
Play everything from strategies to first-person shooters, RPG, you name it.
Right across the board.
I love DayZ. I love DayZ.
That's it.
And then you have him.
That's all I gotta say.
We'll start with DopeMagic. When did you start playing DayZ?
I started playing the minute they released it on the Battle Pass. I think that was Corona was around at that time, and so I was stuck in here, and I picked it up, and I started playing it. Two dudes asked me if I was hungry the very first time I played it, and I said yes. They fed me a bullet. I stopped playing for 2 months after that, and then I watched a few videos on YouTube and got back into it. And then I've been playing it ever since. I got him into it, got Buzz here into it, I got many people as I could to start playing it. I'm all into DayZ. I play other games too, but if I had to play any game, this would be the one for the rest of my life for sure.
So, Buzz, you got dragged into it by DopeMagic. What made you play it?
Well, I play a lot of COD usually, so, you know, he's like, well, we got a lot of good gunfights in this too, but it's just more intense, and I was like, alright, I'm willing to give it a try. And he was right. I mean, it does have a little bit more realism to it, other than, you know, just running out there, killing the opponent, get your points, and try and be the victor.
It's that satisfaction. The satisfaction is what gets me. I love the kills of it.
Plus, then you can go run off into the woods and try and survive for a day or two out there.
100%.
Yeah, I got more to lose on this game.
That's it. It's just not restart, got all my stuff back, let's go again. So how many hours do you play a week of DayZ? I know you guys
I
probably...
used to play.
Yeah, I know you guys play a
I play as much as I
variety.
can. I'd say at least 10 hours a week.
Yep.
At least 10 hours.
Yeah, about up there. About
By
10,
accident.
15 hours.
You start off just wanting to play 2 hours and then you're 4 hours deep, right? Right?
Well, that usually
I was going
happens.
to say, 10 hours is just one session.
That's it.
Well, maybe for you guys, okay?
That's it. One crack of the whip. All right. So what was it? I suppose that Dope, you dragged Buzz into it. So what was it about DayZ that really caught you, apart from the gun battles and things like that?
It's the feeling. I don't know. You get that queasy feeling, when you're stalking somebody, or it's rainy and foggy like this, and you're by yourself. I don't know. It gave me a horror feeling, even though I don't know if this is actually a horror game, but I don't know. It just gave me the willies sometimes, and I like that. I like that a game was able to convey that much into me, make me fucking shiver over here, actually make me think I'm cold.
Yeah, I've never been taken hostage before. That's fun.
Yeah, we got taken hostage, I think, like our very third time playing, and it was brutal. But we actually got back at him. We got revenge, and, naked, no less. Killed him.
Right? Get forced into some kind of cannibal cult, and you have to start eating people in order to stay alive. The next thing you know, you're hitting on the leader, so that way he befriends you, so that way he'll give you the magic boots, so that way you can leave the compound. And then as soon as you do, you run for the hills.
Otherwise, it's, cock meat sandwich time,
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Yeah, I heard that right there.
100%.
I gave that life up a lot.
100% cock meat sandwich. Oh my god.
I hate how the story's
That's
so
it.
relatable.
So relatable.
That's funny, isn't it? We've all been in these predicaments where we just get smashed at the start and seem to just draw us in. It's a common theme.
And I think other people started joining us, so we just kind of grouped up and became the D Squad, and just been playing ever since like that.
Yeah. Well, and then there was that one guy that just kept drinking all the time, and he'd tell me to dance until his depression went away. That was fun.
So how many members are there to the D Squad? Just apart from yourself?
It's like seven of us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Plus, we also
have.
we also run a crew on Fortnite called the T Kids, and there's about 5 of them on there as well. We're busy.
You are busy
Jump back
boys,
and
aren't
forth
you?
Make sure. Now we try to make sure we play with everybody. Try to give everybody a chance. And we're
You
social
gotta work
butterflies.
hard
What
if you
can we
wanna be a
say? Look at
star.
us now. Again, look at us here.
Ah, 100%. And
We want to give everyone the taste of the D.
that's it. Loves the D and the T.
Right?
D and T.
Get D from both sides.
So, where can we find your gentlemen's content?
I primarily do it on TikTok. I think we both do just because that's all we have time for really right now. Life is so busy for us both that we only have time to make these 1-minute videos, but I find that it heightens my gaming experience to be able to want to look
Yeah,
on
I'm not a
TikTok
fan
for
of
DopeMagic,
YouTube's algorithms. Unless you're getting, thousands of views and you're posting your videos full of advertisements, it's just ridiculous to try to keep up with some of that. That's why I like TikTok a lot more. You can make your videos quick, to the point, give people the juicy stuff, and be on your way.
Yeah, I definitely agree with
Yeah,
that.
I'm all about the action. Give you everything you want right up front.
And what's the name of
More
your
of like
TikToks?
Right, I mean, you pay
Tarantino
for
of
the
TikTok
minute.
vids.
Tarantino TikTok vids.
We watch a lot of movies, so you're going to see a lot of influence and that kind of stuff. That's just where we get it from.
And
Oh,
sometimes,
I can tell with yours, Dave, for sure.
yeah, that's it's definitely good to see that influence coming through. They are very, very good content, and I love watching them. Yeah. Do you want to drop your names of your TikToks so we can get the exact?
Just hashtag DopeMagic, all caps. You'll find me.
Yep.
I got my own hashtag DopeMagic. Yeah.
Very nice.
Hashtag BuzzG20 on TikTok.
There we go. So DopeMagic and BuzzG20. Get out there and check them out on TikTok. Jump into the rabbit hole. Dive into their videos. You'll be lost for hours. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for joining us.
Do it or
Highly
die.
recommend.
All right. I think Neb's got a little bit of problems with his internet at the moment. So we might come back to the one-on-one with Nebs. We're going to kick off with straight into all about the game with a new update coming out. What are the things that you are not interested in? What's not showing your appeal of the update? Everyone's all hyped about the crossbow and.
I saw we can add trees and bushes and rocks through the object spawner, and I was like, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah. A lot of people aren't really interested in adding in the new rocks and trees that go into the environment side of it. D-Squad, what about you guys? Is there anything that you've seen much in the update that you've thought, it's not very interesting?
I like the, I'm not interested in the medieval shit.
Yep.
What's that medieval stuff going on? I don't know about it. I mean, you're gonna see a lot of, like, cosplaying medieval. I mean, I've seen the DayZ medieval servers, but is that what this is? Are we turning the official into that? Huh?
Smiley knows what I like. I like those kitties, man. We need to put that on every server, you know.
Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna get that stainless steel chest
you
plate
want some
thing
of that,
for
huh?
protection, but I'm gonna
Get me
look
a
silly
whole
doing
group
it.
of orange cats to follow me around Cherno.
You want the cats?
Yeah.
Cats are now
Keep 'em in
priority
your
for
backpack,
console.
you know.
Oh,
Keep
that's
'em in your
amazing. So I
backpack.
got my orange cat right there next to me. He's all watching and everything. I'm trying to keep him quiet because he wants to throw a fit.
Do they meow while in your backpack?
No,
Mine
no, they
does.
don't, because you just you got to gag them.
You gaffer,
their arms and legs
you
together.
gaffer tape them. So you
Yeah.
gaffer tape them first, and then shove them in your
Otherwise
backpack.
Yeah,
Same way you
otherwise
have to feed 'em, too.
"Row!" the whole time. Scratch your fucking eyeballs out, they will.
Oh,
Gotta do what you gotta do.
that's hilarious.
Strain those pussies.
And the bicycle.
What?
I'm looking to see that.
We did see it
Some
update.
more modes of transportation.
Yeah, little.
Yeah, I would really want them to add some sort of bicycles or motorcycles. And I was even thinking, cars are so fucked, why not just give us boats too? We know it's all going to end up in the sky, but whatever.
Yeah, true.
Right?
Just give it to us.
Yeah.
Let me get a horse up in here. And I can build a
horse
ranch
would be
and
nice,
get a
yes,
couple
a horse.
horses.
Yeah.
I want a
That'd
horse.
be freaking
I'd-
awesome.
Turn this into Red Dead real quick.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, shit, yeah. See, you add 2 animals and then you become Red Dead.
I mean, most of us already got cowboy hats on. We're ready for it.
Well, that's it, isn't it?
Where's the Rockstar logo?
Not in this game.
Well, I don't have a cowboy hat.
That's because you're a trader, and that's why traders wear berets.
Currently in the community, the population levels, and even some servers have talked about population of servers going down. What is currently the biggest thing that's killing player pop on servers, do you think?
Honestly, I feel like it's always been a combination of, like, there's a lot of servers that are really similar, and people have not a lot of incentive to really stay loyal to one, you know? It's kind of like gonna jump in the one with the high pop, or low pop if that's what they're looking for, you know?
I think it's flared. Because, I mean, take a server like Prison Act. They rarely update that one. But people always go to it. And it's because people are just salty and nasty on there. And I mean, you can play that for a week straight and just get all the evil out of it. And then you have to take a break for at least a month. And, like, see a therapist, go to church, and then help the elderly, something.
Maybe if they push the PvP side of DayZ commercially, it might pick up a little bit. And that's unfortunate that it has to go that direction, but that might be the way.
I also think we're still kind of, just because people get exposed to all the things that is available on PC, and we're still limited, you know, in many, many ways. So we end up trying to, like, chase PC-esque features by kind of fudging it, and I feel like that, you know, it never leads to, it doesn't
PC
always
players
lead, it
got
doesn't
the
always lead to
better-
good gameplay.
Yeah, 100%.
Fuck PC players. Right, Smiley.
We also
Yeah,
had...
I mean, it's fine. I used to play on PC, but then I wouldn't really get to play with my friends because they all played on consoles. So that
Yeah,
made the choice for me.
you got to go where your friends are. That's for sure. It makes it just so much more fun.
And it's part of the gaming
Well, I
experience.
think yeah, I mean, that's the big thing about the difference between console and PC. We've touched on that many times, is our community's far greater than the PC community. It really is.
Yeah.
Plus,
Solid,
I can buy
think. Very
4
close
consoles
together.
for the cost of my PC.
What I'm saying, you get all those little kids round up, nothing you can't accomplish.
Some sugar and some well-placed memes here and there, and bam, they are off like little ants.
If you get 8 fresh spawns with a good attitude, you can take over any server.
Hell yes.
100%.
They just start running around screaming, breaking things. We don't know any better.
Does seasons, you reckon seasons affect, real life seasons affect how much player population's out and about? So it now, for us, it's
Definitely.
fallen into winter, where I think in the US and in the UK, it's all flowing in the summertime.
I definitely, I tracked kills more than I tracked population on my server. Like, I have, I pulled every log file and, like, separated out all the kills. And, the best time, most people, for sure, was between Thanksgiving and New Year's. I was, every 6-hour log file was typically averaging, 800 as a high average. But then I was getting 6-hour sessions with, like, 1 and almost 2,000 kills. And it was just full server all the time. I had to restart it a bunch of extra just because it was so full and going crazy. But yeah, definitely around the winter time, at least in my server is hosted in New York, so I'm not sure how big a difference that makes.
Oh yeah, because when it's cold out, I'll play all day because there's nothing to do but stay indoors. But when it's hot out,
Right.
it's nice. I'll go, walk the dog and do something.
Yeah. Do DayZ for real. Actually go outside.
That's it. See the sun.
And survive.
Oh
That's
my God,
it.
the sun, it hurts my eyes.
That's it. Real
Go
life.
cut some grass, kid. Shit.
Be careful when you
Hiking
talk to
simulator.
strangers. Trust no one.
Work's calling me. I was 2 hours and 3 days late.
See a guy with a boonie hat? Like, I think I could take this guy. I want that hat.
That's it. Oh, he's got a jacket I need. I
You
want
haven't fought somebody for a hat. This isn't DayZ.
All
Sorry to
right.
interrupt, boss.
Yep.
Did you see, were you able to turn your effects down? Phil just mentioned about the rain was really loud on the thing.
We'll see.
I thought
Turn
you
your
said you turned it off.
effects down.
There we go.
I swear it's always raining when I'm fucking playing DayZ too.
This is the
I
way.
get in the game, I look, I'm like, rain. Why?
This server doesn't even have rain files in it. The
You
weather
guys-
is only have
you guys
sun,
remember
and it
the,
pisses down rain.
You guys remember, I call it the Dark Ages, way back before community servers when every server was nighttime and raining for like a month.
Yes. I love it. Love it.
That was
Freaked me out
brutal.
so much.
I can't believe I kept playing so much during that time.
But that was the ultimate in
God, my
challenge.
character died twice to dysentery.
Right.
Just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, bang, there was a glow stick, and you're like, "Oh fuck, that's a player," because there was
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
else.
Me and my buddy barely know the map, and we're like trying to meet up with each other. Like, I finally found a fucking house.
Right? And then you'd be scared, excited, because you're like, I want to go say hi, but I hope they don't kill me. Or
Yeah, that's it.
molest me.
Well, I just found someone, so
Like, I don't want
in
to.
the
I don't
dark,
want to shoot them if there's. I don't want to. Like, I don't want to shoot if they're my friend, but let's be real, it's probably not my friend.
the worst part was trying to deal with the Zeds in the dark.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, trying to hold your
You
glow stick,
aggro
drop
one,
it.
and then yeah.
Oh god, they were painful
Sprint away
times.
and then aggro 3 more. I have made a grave mistake.
That's it. Speaking of reminiscence of old, has the VoIP and party chat alterations affected the actual DayZ game? So just
I would say so. I
Yep.
think the thing that I noticed, and I hadn't read it in any patch notes, so it was unexpected. I got a clip, and when I played it back, I couldn't hear the guy's voice, and it was like the whole reason I got the clip was because the guy said something funny and then exploded. So I was very bummed about that.
Oh
That's
yeah,
us.
that when they took away the voice chat recording, that was terrible. I was playing a game and
Terrible.
this dude invited everybody to Cherno because he was an artist and he was playing his version of Hotel California, and it was awesome. It was like a DayZ concert for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so awesome. You could just hear him playing his guitar
Capture it.
in the background and
Sick.
everything. It was awesome.
Yeah. Well, you
Those
can now,
moments.
though. You can capture it now.
Yeah,
You
on the
just got to do
cloud.
it through on the cloud. Yeah. Bit annoying.
Everything live forever up in the cloud.
So what's that? You
Right.
take the game off your actual.
Yeah. You have to uninstall it. So you uninstall DayZ, and then you go to My Games and Apps, Show All, and then go down to the library. Then select DayZ from the library, and then it will give you an option. It'll say, do you want to play this, like down the bottom, say, do you want to play this game via cloud gaming? Select that, and then a little rocket shoots off across your screen,
Rockets.
splits all over, yeah, splits all over your face, and you're in the cloud.
Wow.
That's it. That's the
And
easiest way to get the
yeah,
cloud.
And then you're in
that's
the
how you
Alright.
get
cloud.
to a
You live
cloud,
forever
baby.
up in the cloud.
Guess I can't wait.
And what, you play it
Microsoft
off the
PS
actual
Secure, up in the
console
cloud.
or play it off a PC?
No, you're playing. Yeah, no, you're playing it through the cloud. Oh no, this is on Xbox.
Yeah.
So you go.
So
This
still
is
on the
all your
console?
no PC required. Yeah, here on the console, you can play. You can play any game. Or well, actually, no, not any game. A lot of games on console, you actually don't have to install them. Play them
Now,
via
does
the
it run
cloud.
as good or is there lag?
Yeah,
Well,
if you're on an older older console, you actually get better performance playing through the cloud like that than what you will playing off your actual console.
yeah. The only thing I noticed was there was a little flick every now and then, but for what you gain with being able to capture, you know, like
Yeah, get the old game
game chat,
content.
it
Yeah,
was
game
just
chat, game content.
yeah. It was just this like little flick I got every now and then, like it was sort of connecting, but it was like like boop boop, like that sort of thing, like a little. But you know, for especially for streamers who don't have the capture card, I mean, they could just use that option. You don't have to have the capture card or a PC or any of that bullshit.
And it
Just stream straight from your
captures
console.
while streaming.
Well, actually, running my mouth. Haven't actually tried that. Haven't actually tried it, but I have tried.
Unproven
I'm selling you
theory.
something I
It
don't
probably
have.
works.
No, no, no,
It
no.
probably works.
It probably works. All right. It
Probably
probably.
Yeah. Well, if it
I'd
works
say
capture wise,
really
it
big-
usually works.
More of those smiley fairy tales.
Yeah.
Hey, the
Making
campfire
shit up as
stories.
you go along as
Campfire stories. But no, I appreciate
But
that.
it,
That's
it sounded real there for a minute. I was all like, damn, I could totally do that.
no, that was just being talked about
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
console cult recently of all the what do you call it? So she's been hard investigating, getting
Well,
cracking the whip.
Yeah, well, I've done that. I haven't streamed with it, but I have captured it, like in game. I just, went straight in, exclamation plus plus, because you're going to get people running their mouths straight up. Just jumped in there, and it was like, blah, blah, blah,
That's
blah,
the whole
blah,
point.
and then, yeah, I captured it and went, beautiful, working. And it was, I did it in 1080, came out pretty good. Got a TikTok on it if you see it, at the
Yep, I
quality.
seen it. It was good.
Yeah, it's decent
Yeah.
quality, right? That's on the cloud.
Right.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's
I
a
mean, you could even drop it down to 720, really, for TikToks and that people watch it on your phone. So
Heck yeah, I could totally do that instead of having to buy a capture card. That saved me my child
Fuck yeah.
support payment.
yeah, your kids will get fed that week.
that's it. It's
Just
He has
that
no
week.
children.
definitely a cool little workaround to, especially small content creators that are kicking off. I mean, that's that's how I kicked off. Whoa. Turn my head real quick. A lot of capturing stuff on, the quick flick and just boom capture and then post it up on TikTok. It's It's definitely good to see it come back. But Smiley, great work there investigating and giving us the report on that.
Welcome, boss. Anytime.
Alrighty, so.
Oof.
That's kind of enough out of
End
you,
of the show.
Peasant.
Everybody dies.
All right.
Yeah, actually, we're taking over. It's
think
fucking
you've had
Mother's
enough
Day.
talking.
Alright,
Yeah,
alright.
man.
It's
I'm
all
sorry,
yours.
Greedy.
It's all yours. It's all yours.
This
Uh,
went bad real
sit
fast.
down,
Oh,
sit down,
oh,
mister.
shit.
That's it.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
just gonna
Sit down.
remain. I'm just gonna remain seated.
That's
We're
probably
actually
best.
gonna take over for the rest of the show, and we're gonna ask you some questions, and particularly some Mother's Day questions.
Yep.
Get back
Sounds like a
over here,
plan.
mister.
Yeah, get back in the circle. Come on.
He's a little upset.
He's escaping the podcast.
That's
Get him.
it. If you can play Mozart, you can escape. If not, suffer.
Well, if the piano actually worked. See, that's the problem. See, that one's been sitting
That
in the
would be
rain
good.
for a week.
Needs to be tuned. Apologise.
All right, Q.
Surprisingly hard to
start
find a
off.
piano
You go with
tuner
your,
here.
you go with your question.
I guess I'll start. So, I mean, last week I touched on what was it, about
Your mum. You
zombies,
touched your
about
mum.
we've a
Sorry, it's Mother's Day. I'm
Offensive.
It's your mother.
So
Go
I
ahead.
was asking last week about, we've needed different types of zombies and stuff like that. This week I want to turn it more to the animal side of DayZ. Like, we've had the same animals for a long ass time, and you hardly ever encounter them. Well, I do these days. Bears are quite hard to come by unless you're going up north. You need more predatory animals rather than
You
just
and me need
bears
to
and
kill
wolves.
Smiley, and then the rest.
Yeah, I definitely agree that more predatory animals would be ideal. I can safely say that my biggest complaint about DayZ is that the bears should be more difficult, because give me an EpiPen and a plate carrier and I will punch them to death. And I feel like I shouldn't be able to do that. I really want them to kind of, I wish we could add, sharks in the water, lions. I don't really care if they're not native to Russia, whatever. I like the idea of zombie animals too. I feel like that could definitely add a nice flavor to it.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I was
definitely.
thinking, why aren't they more inland in towns? Because towns are desolate. There's not many people living in them. But surely you'd think the wildlife would start taking back over.
Oh, definitely.
man.
Oh yeah. I always thought the bears and wolves should always be on the coast, because that's where they'd be finding the people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one in front or the one off to the left?
Huh?
You got another question,
What?
Q? You only got the one question today?
Yeah, I've always got one. I keep it short and sweet.
That's it. And to add to that, I would like to see some form of mega boss. Something that's really painful that multiple people, fully armed, fully geared, have to take on. That's probably
The
the...
mummy
Like
bear.
a
Like
Loch Ness monster?
rabies-infected bear.
I want to
Yeah.
see
Uh,
more knives. Big fucking knives. Scare off everything knives. Katanas,
Yeah.
swords.
Oh, I was just gonna bring up katanas. I like that idea. I'm so on board with that.
Right? I mean, they
Get
have
this-
all
get
the
this man a
guns,
sword.
Super-
focuses. Give me some
super
more
quick
explosive.
swing
Give me a
speed.
trident.
Help.
Ooh. I like
Trident. Isn't that a pitchfork?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of,
An
but
upgraded
it's
one.
a little bit sturdier.
It's less of a farm
It comes
tool
out
and
of the
more of a.
ocean.
I mean, they have
Yeah,
hatchets and
they should
sickles
add
and-
Neptune while they're at it. Neptune could be the boss.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then incorporate the sharks.
Or just one
Something
really
like that.
big infected zombie. He's like really smart and he can use guns.
I think they should. I was always a fan of the idea like 1 in 10 zombies can just fucking open doors. Because you're never safe from bears anyway, because
yeah.
they'll just glitch through. So I figured, why not just let the zombies bust it open sometimes?
Well, yeah, I don't understand why that's not a thing. Because surely, you get a horde of zombies bashing on a door. One or two of them's definitely got to break in.
That's it. Not going to
Oh
stand
yeah.
out the front screaming at you, run around the house.
And especially, I'm
What
like,
if
so they can
what if the
they can hop a
zombies talk?
fence, but they can't push a door.
Right? The zombies are like screeching at you, but they're also like screaming, "Help me!" and "I want to eat," and like weird shit just to fuck with your mind.
Ooh.
That would be
That'd be
cool.
scary.
Like the Santa
I
Claus
also
one.
wish we had a.
There are no children zombies.
Or you
We
could
should
have
have
like
an imitate zombie emote. I always thought we should be able to
Children
walk
zombies.
like zombies to mess with other players. You know.
Zombie emote. That's
Yeah, that'd
cool.
be cool.
It could
Or
be
you
like
could
a
have,
soft
like, a
skill where your
transition.
dude kind of sucks at it at first and it's really obvious, but if you do it a lot, like from a distance, people would be like, "Nah, that's infected."
It's fucking
Yeah.
group of freshies with no soft skill, fucking trying to look like zombies and doing a terrible job at it.
They're just kind of like shittily jogging. Wait a second.
They're half
Or if you
dead.
get bitten by an infected, you over time get turned into one. You know,
Oh,
that'll
yeah.
add some more realism to the
I-
survival aspect.
Yeah, like you can
A
run
lot of
faster,
people
but
want
you
that.
suck at using your guns and like aiming and shit. Like your motor skills get worse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This would be just like 28 days later.
Oh, but it could be like the vampire shit where like if you feast, it'll put your skills back a
Oh,
bit, like make
yeah.
you
If you
make
eat
stronger.
human flesh, yeah, it'll cause it to go away temporarily.
This is a good
I
idea.
was
Get
for-
get get
And then when
Bohemia
you
on
get
the
the
line.
Yeah, that's why we
Instead
do
of
it.
Prague.
Become
As
plague.
King Alabar said, get the Zeds so they can grab you and actually drag you across to more zombies.
Oh, I'd shit my
Oh,
pants.
yeah.
But
Now
I'd
I
like
get
to even
kidnapped
just pick
by
up other
zombies.
players.
Oh
Imagine
yeah,
if you could pick up
yeah.
another player and throw them at
throw
like
them in the
a,
throw them in the trunk.
yeah, throw them in a pit. Yeah.
If someone kidnapped me and
Kidnap
threw me in a trunk, that would be the best gameplay experience of my life.
Get thrown into the back of a car and driven
Yeah,
around
This
to
is
the
too
horrors.
real.
I'd be like, don't
Very
get me
traumatic.
wrong, this sucks, but what a great game.
That's it.
Just like last Thursday.
That would be a
Alright,
definite
so-
uninstall moment.
We got
Oh,
some
yeah,
more Mother's Day
definitely.
questions. This one I actually think I've actually asked before. I don't know if I've asked it on here or whether I've just randomly asked people. If you've heard this one before. But, okay. So, being Mother's Day today, question 1. Alright, we'll start with you, SexyKarl.
Alright.
We had a little chat about your mum earlier. She sounds delightful, by the way. Sounds lovely. So,
Ooh.
you're in DayZ, because they have to be DayZ.
It has to be this shit. Fuck off, it's Daisy.
You're in DayZ, and your mum's with you, and it's real life DayZ, okay? It's real life DayZ, and you're starving. You're absolutely starving. Mum's doing okay, but you were like rat shit. You're just about to die because you food, no water, no nothing. Mum turns around and goes, "Babe, there's only one choice. I gotta breastfeed you."
I was really hoping it was gonna be, would you eat your mom, so I could just say no, but yeah, I think I'd also say no to that.
No, I just say
But
eat
you're
your
gonna
mom.
die, and she's like looking at you. She's like, "Son, you've gotta do it. I can't live without you. You've gotta take this boob and go for it."
Oh,
this
no,
is-
no, no.
do it.
I'll
Yeah,
take
I'm-
a
I'm
foot
back to-
or
I'm
your
back to do a
hand. How's
quarter. I
that?
can't-
You'll
I
live
can't say
without
no
a
to-
foot or a hand.
Can't say, yeah, there you go. I don't know if that's worse or better. I think it's like cannibalism versus cannibalism light. And then
Yeah.
on the flip side, it's like technically I've done it before, so
It's natural. You've
What-
been there
what's your
no
before,
harm,
man.
no harm, no foul.
What if she like squeezes it and puts it in like a little like a jar for you to drink out of?
Yeah, I think
But, you know.
I
But
feel
she'd
like
have to put it like some nested quick.
yeah, if it was put into a different receptacle, I think I could accept that more.
Right.
I think that makes it
So
tolerable.
it's a tit issue, not necessarily the milk.
Yeah, I think that's what's isn't that just, don't some people consider breast milk the luxury milk?
It is.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
no,
good.
Luxurious.
Just
No,
tell her,
it's
Mom,
right
it's
off the
not,
internet.
it's not almond milk.
Full
It
of
does taste
calories.
gross though. It does actually taste gross, but it
I
does
could
taste
just I
good.
could just be like, Mom, you know I'm
What,
lactose
breast milk?
intolerant. It'll kill me.
See, I'll die anyway.
Breast milk's nice and sweet.
Maybe it just
Nutritious.
tastes weird to me because you can't, maybe I'm not supposed to drink my own breast milk.
Obviously, have not listened to my podcast. We have an episode
cannabis-
called Breast Milk Bang. So you're asking the wrong person
Really?
this question. Oh yeah.
Does cannibalism count if it's yourself? I mean, that's just recycling.
No.
What if you just gnaw on a
Yeah,
finger?
no.
Just like
Like
if
it's
you
going
had
back
sex
in.
with your own clone, it wouldn't be considered masturbation or gay.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's nice to know.
D Squad
It
logic right
has to
there.
be your clone.
You've got a match here,
Somebody else's
Smiley.
clone,
You got a
right?
match.
That's
What's
still
gonna
a
go?
family.
You have to pull out the big guns
Yeah.
on this
Squad
one.
logic right there. Yeah.
I know. I knew this would happen with these two. I
You
knew
knew it.
these two were impenetrable. I've read
But if
and
somebody
had
told me that
interactions
I
with
had
these
to have
guys
sex
before.
with my mother in order to save my father's life, I'd have sex with myself.
But would you like? It had no choice. It had no choice. He's gonna fucking die. Would you
Look,
like
you
bend
mix
her over
it
and
with
give him
another
one?
drink, it's fine.
If I was gonna
Thinking
die, then
about it.
yeah, drink it.
Yeah.
I've drinking a lot worse. For a lot less.
Yeah,
situation.
I think we all know. Y'all play
Alright, we'll
DayZ,
move on to
don't
the
share.
second
You know what
question
you've
'cause
done.
we're spending too much
Have you ever
time
had a
talking about.
Samuel Adams? I mean, Jesus.
You
What's
ever
a Samuel
screamed,
Adams?
I play DayZ to somebody in real life
That
and
beer.
run away? Can't fuck me over, I play DayZ, bitch.
Now, if you were
All right,
forced
second
to either
question.
drink
Second
breast milk
question.
or a Foster,
Hang on, you're stuck
what
on
would
the
you take?
breast milk.
See what you did?
Breast milk.
That's it. You got it.
Sorry, I've triggered something.
That's
here.
it. You triggered something.
You can't go there and then expect people to just not talk about it.
That's why we tend to keep it all DayZ related.
Oh, yeah. This one's
Try
also a
to.
DayZ-related question. So you're stuck on an island. Gal Island, we like to use that one. Stuck on an island, okay? I want you to think of 3 people, your 3 favorite people, right? Think of them. Got them in your head?
I think
Alright.
so.
Yeah, I
So,
guess so.
one of those people be able to live on the island with you forever in a happy place. Be a good time. The other one, you have to put in a cage and torture every day for the rest of their lives. And the third one is going to be your slave. Who are they? And what role do they get? Come on, Six.
That's
Staying on the
that's a
island.
tough one. Well, I'm obviously. Geez, but one of them's gotta wait. Hold on.
Geez,
So
turn
one
into
gets to be
Morty.
happy. One gets to be happy. One has to be locked in a cage, and the other has to
And
be
tortured
and tortured. Oh, geez. Oh, great. Who am I gonna torture?
on the daily.
On the daily. I'm
On
trying
the
to think of
daily.
who's gonna forgive me. All right. Well, I'm gonna.
No one for
I'm gonna
that.
choose Nugs. I'm gonna choose my boy Nugs, my boy Doug, and and my boy Austin. And yeah, I guess me and Doug are gonna have to force Nugs to torture Austin. 'Cause I think that's the net positive. I think that's the
Get
net
his slave
positive for everyone.
to do his torture work.
I apologize to everyone involved if you heard that.
So you're going to traumatize both of them at the same time.
That's it.
I mean, I feel like this way I'm feeling less guilty because now I'm making them take some of the trauma too. We're like sharing it.
Oh, listen to that.
That's a collective.
Awesome.
Nice. Alright, you two. Same question.
Wait, did they have to be
Oh,
family
it's easy.
members?
It'll be whoever you like.
No, anyone.
Friends? Anybody?
Whoever
Nah,
you like.
I could
Whoever you like.
have put the women in my life through that. So
Nope.
Me and a bunch of dudes on an island.
That's
You
it.
could have taken your wife and your girlfriend to the
Sounds like heaven.
I'm not making her watch me torture my friends while her and me are happy. That's like, she'll hate me pretty soon, I think.
Oh, of course, she has to watch you do it, because then if she doesn't, then she doesn't know
wait,
that
man,
she
it's
might
power
be
trip.
next.
Yeah, she might get turned on by
Wait,
it, actually.
remind me
Might-
You
again,
wanna be in that cage?
which island, just so I can picture it, which island were we saying it was?
Well, it has to be DayZ related, so it's going to be Skull Island.
I was gonna say, is it Scalisti? Because we could just post up in the lighthouse. and
Nah,
chill,
debug.
but-
There's fuck all on there but grass.
Giant monkey
Oh
island.
god.
Alright, yeah,
I used to
debug.
people used to think that I was banning them from my server because I set a spawn point there and just chests of melee items, and I just called it Melee Island. But people would get the spawn like 5 times in a row and be like, "Am I banned
Am
from
I
the
banned?"
Melee Island?" I'm like, "Nah, man, it's just for fun."
Trust me, you know when you get banned.
Because massive creative idea he has falls apart.
I tried to swim there twice. That was a fucking waste of time.
Put a sign that says "Prove yourself."
It's like 20 Ks or something.
You should prove your worth.
I
Alright,
swam for
what's
like
your
an
three,
hour and
guys?
a half and died.
Here's your 3 peeps.
I guess I just bring my wife to live forever, and then I guess I bring this guy as my slave, and then and then what I put in a cage, I guess.
Wait, could we choose pets for the cage?
No, that's
No,
cruel to.
Animals.
Yeah, no, it's cruelty to animals.
Oh wait, shit! No, wait, I gotta torture him too. Fuck, never mind.
Oh, dear.
One of my friends will understand. They'll understand. I can't do that to my cats, man.
That just came out then.
That's it. He was like, oh
He
damn.
likes to torture small animals.
He was thinking about it and thought, what do we do with the guy in the cage?
I
like
like
feet.
people over
I
animals.
like birds' feet.
At least the people will hear me when I say sorry.
The D squad member that collects.
Do I
turkey
have to
feet.
mean it? Do I have to mean it when I torture him, or
Nah.
can I apologize too?
Wow, I'm
Well, you
sorry,
can-
Poke.
you
Can you torture somebody in a
Yeah,
silly
you can stand
fashion?
there crying.
That's even more
Stand there
fucked
crying as you poke them. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's,
up. So sorry,
You could
bud.
just tickle them. I mean, that's kind
they
of.
put me on the podcast and they made me say it.
That's it. Lives with regrets for the rest of his life.
They got me drunk and
see
gave
it.
me
You can't
breast
see
milk,
it. There's
and
a
now I
guy with a
can't stop
tundra
talking
on the
about
roof,
torture.
and he's got me scoped in.
Alright, so who's your torture one? Who's your torture one?
I guess I would have
Me?
to bring probably some random freshie, huh? Just grab a
Yeah.
freshie.
Put a
Oh,
freshie in
that
the
good
cage.
answer.
Poke the
I don't.
freshie.
I just get a random, just some random. I hate randoms, so I'm
I
gonna
thought we
grab
had to
them.
know him.
We have to know them. Well, can I ask his
Yeah.
name and then know him? And then I put him in the cage like, hey
Yeah.
Fred, thanks, nice to meet you. Bam,
If you
over the
I
head.
just-
Get
I
in that fucking
just, I
cage,
just
bitch.
met Nolan. He's gonna live with me now.
Right?
That works? That fly?
You'd be my best friend. Yeah, well, look, no, actually, Carl's right. We're supposed to be someone that you know, but it's fine.
You got to have attachment to it.
What about... You gotta have it, yeah. Have attachment to the pet.
Oh,
I
Makes it
really
more
like that
savage.
freshie.
what if I hug him first?
You can hug him.
If he does the heart emote first, then it counts.
See?
But if you hug your,
Fine!
if you hug a freshie
Good
too long, it
loopholes.
becomes a
Yeah.
pet.
Yeah.
That's it. Karma, lady, karma.
Damn it. You were good. Doing real
She found a match. Found a match.
You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around.
Alright, who's your 3? One
My
skillet.
3? Alright, so what was the first one?
First.
The first one is somebody you have to have that you want to play with, right?
So,
That's it.
yeah, you get to play with and have fun with the rest of your life. The second one
Alright.
is in a cage, you get
This
to
is
torture him.
This guy I used to
Third
play
one is usually-
COD with, his name is Mad Skull 6639. Yeah, he's great. That guy. He was
I thought you were
mad
gonna say
quick.
tattoo.
No, Tattoo's the one I'm gonna put in the cage.
Whoa, shit, tattoo. Sorry.
Tattoo goes in the cage.
I'm
Why?
sorry,
Because he had to go
Tattoo.
and
Oh.
get married and decide to leave D Squad, and he knows that's against the rules. Alright? I got divorced to leave D Squad, and so does he.
Oh, is that what happened to Tattoo? He got married, ran off and was happy.
Right? Don't you
Fuck
hate
that
when
guy.
your friends just get other girlfriends and wives and families and marriages and just run away and you can't play games anymore? But no, and the second, the third person is somebody that you would just straight kill, right?
No, slave.
No, slave.
He's a slave. Cajun torture slave, live forever.
Oh, the slave.
Slave.
Okay,
And you
then
can
that'd be
do, they
him
can
right
do it like that, yeah. They have to do anything that you say.
Such a
for the rest of
strong
your life.
helper. Couldn't I put like daily helper? Like a strong word.
Nah.
Daily
I'd
helper?
probably be saying it's. I'd probably be like, "Hey,
Oh,
get me a
yeah,
glass
okay,
of water,
daily-
would
sorry,
you,
yes.
slave? I'm getting hungry. Could you get me a box of cereal, slave?"
Make sure pick
Yeah.
someone that can cook. That's the important thing.
Yeah, that's
Facts.
why I take Dope as my slave. This guy knows all the
fucking
survival
bitch.
shit. He
There
knows
you
all
go.
that survival shit. He can catch food. He could start a fire. He could build a base for me, man. I tell him, you know what?
Yeah, it's
start a
like
fire and have a
realistically-
three-story base.
You just need the
You'll
best
have it.
person helping you out.
That's it. So it's a little Sons of the
That's
Forest
why I take
episode.
Dope.
You do everything while I just chill and explore.
You gotta write it on the notepad for him, right?
That's it. Stick him on his chest.
Right? Tell him I'm looking for a puffy jacket, and over here he's trying to fix the car, start dinner, build a base, and all this ammunition, and get the medicine for us. That's dope.
That's it. We're just chilling on the
That's
beach
why I
with
take
the
that's
old
like
one.
a-
That's it.
Good choice.
That reminds me
Good
of
choice.
dupers trying to recruit you. They'd be like, just come back to this server with all the dry bags you can, because they just want to bury them with, like, duped guns. That's how they recruited them.
That's-
Give me give me three dry bags and I'll give you an AK.
That's-
Okay.
Oh yeah, like the Hershey's. He's just like,
Bad.
here's a glow stick, some apples, and a pistol. Go do my bidding.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And then you got like 30
Oh, that's
kids
it.
running
You can have
around
your
flicking
podcast
You
back
gotta
now.
take it back now? Get behind the bar. Get behind the
Yeah,
bar.
You're gonna take it back
Get
now.
behind the. You get on the bar.
Better playtime.
Oh. All right. So we're gonna do a little skill competition now. That's what we call our halftime show. Coyote Ugly from the crowd, by the way. Smiley, Coyote Ugly.
Yeah.
before. Ah, yeah.
Give me this one.
Free drinks if she falls off the bar.
So that's it. While our dancer kicks off. So recently, in the last couple updates, the devs introduced the rag wraps for your whole body. Being Mother's Day, I would like you guys to strip down into complete buff, except for your shoes, obviously, so you don't tear yourself up.
Yeah. Well, us mothers.
Venture
always
out,
Face off.
venture out into the build we
Is
have
this what
here.
you want? You want the eye candy for your show? Is that what's gonna draw me? All right, I knew it eventually.
Yeah, you know.
I want to see who's the quickest at wrapping themselves up in a mummy. Yeah, there's knives out there. There's things to rags. Leave your clothes here. But we'll see who's the fastest of slicing up and wrapping themselves up. All for Mother's Day.
Oh boy.
All right.
Nobody
So
was
3,
curious how he
boots.
got down to his
2,
underwear so fast.
Wait.
1, go. Hey, take your play
wait,
carrier off. Play carrier off. Play carrier off. That's it. Go.
I don't have a knife.
Oh,
Where
where
we
did they
going?
go?
So the whole.
Find one.
So, yeah, all the little buildings, especially on that main strip, are full of flags and knives and supplies. Most of the stuff in the sanctuary is completely chockers with supplies. We're going to go grab ourselves another voddy.
Yeah. Let's have a drink. Cheers to that.
That's it. Oh, cheers.
Yeah,
Body soddy.
I agree
I
with
got
that
one.
one.
While the mothers get ready,
Oh,
we
yeah.
big shout out to the Mother's Day. And the mothers out there doing their best, doing their thing. We wouldn't know what we'd do without mums.
Cheers to the mums at the pubs today.
That's it. Bottoms up, peeps. Hopefully you roll out shit-faced. And, like, stumbling out. Throwing your
Actually
drinks.
Still a little drunk from last night. Not lie.
Yeah, I see my mum super duper drunk at my birthday the other night. I don't think I'd ever seen her that drunk before. It's fucking hilarious.
It's funny when they get a bit older,
Jack
and you
just
get a little
about-
bit older, they get a bit
She
looser.
drank just about a whole bottle of bloody Galliano. I was like, where's my Galliano gone? Look over at Mum and she's
Galliano.
fucking wasted.
Ooh, it's been a long time since I've had the old Galliano.
Used to have flaming Gallianos back in the day. Used to do the flaming one.
Is that the one where you stick it on your palms?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking haven't done that for ages.
Can't light it on fire anymore, eh?
Oh, you can't?
Nah, stupid. They've got Opal Nero, that won't light anymore.
No?
No.
They're ruining alcohol, man. Taking my fun away.
Yeah, we used to light them and stick them on our hands and dance and pop them off and scull them.
They like watering them down or some shit.
Yeah, probably not unusual.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they've done.
Just gonna go check on our guests.
Hello.
Opal Nero is the best.
All right.
There we go.
Can I pick up? Can I cut clothes with a pitchfork?
You can cut whatever you like. There's knives in the cars that are further out. He's struggling to find tools. Shovels will do it.
Grab a car. I see it. They got mad because I'd gotten in the car and just drove off. And I was like, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that.
Oh, you can trash it in.
Hey, do you want a secret? There's a room full of food and there's a knife in that room. You'll find it.
There's also a shit ton of flags here,
Yep.
all in a nice pile.
Yep. I think they're struggling to find a knife.
Wrong button.
Supposed to be wrapping yourself in rags, mister.
I think I dropped something on the ground.
Oh, you did too.
That's
Look
it.
at that, right next to the flags too.
Oh,
How
Oh,
convenient.
wow.
Probably should just
Right.
start cutting them up.
Very convenient. Ah, quick work.
Oh, cheap wine. Yeah, not a fan of cheap wine, eh? Not a fan of wine in general. Everyone's
Oh,
gone.
how's Borlick drinking those 2 bottles of red?
Oh,
Still standing.
he'd be rough as today.
Even. Yeah, he reckons didn't even touch the sides. It's like totally fine.
Man's a machine. Yeah, this is the sanctuary while we wait for our guests. This is an absolutely wicked build. This incorporates quite a few things. Obviously, the wells,
happened in the night?
the military.
Thank you.
It's also got a boxing arena. Here we go. Got some screwdrivers here. There's a knife.
Yeah, they all circle around each other, stare each
That's
other
it.
down.
There's a screwy there if you need it. As these guys working hard.
Nice.
A nice little shoppy.
That's it. Great for yeah, I'm a big fan of his style, King Alabar. He's incorporated me into his style. For the fact is, now I've got to code and do things exactly like he does, because I don't look at it and go, that's fucking shit. I'm gonna get his approval all the time. You know, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? It's just the amount of detail he puts into it. It just absolutely blows you out the water. And of course, you've got all this sort of, housing estate style out here. Yeah, I haven't done the old Opal Nero or OP rum for fucking ages. Galliano, Sambuca. It's got a full PvP arena in it with a mic that's connected. It's super simple, so people can just come, open this, grab yourself your shotgun, grab yourself your colours. And of course, both sides have it. They've got the blue and the red. All shotguns ready to go. So you can just full on get your team going. Really rip it in. Very solid, Bob. Welcome, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, poke a hole in it. That's
How they going? Got your mummies yet?
Grab it with your teeth and rip.
That's
No,
it.
they're
Oh, no,
fucking
no,
terrible at this.
I got legs and
Stop.
a torso
Slow.
coming.
That's it. Terrible. Terrible. Prove your gaming. IPAs or whiskey?
We're just having a.
Ooh, IPAs or whiskey? Both? I'm a Scotch drinker, but I don't mind a crafted beer that tastes alright. This is one of my favourite areas. This is the boxing arena. Whiskey all day long. No beer, time to fall asleep. Slim Bucket, we're still rolling. Nebs was in for a little while, but his mic stuffed up and then he disappeared. I'm assuming I've got a Discord message. We can always get him back on another time. And occasionally, Slim, we need a sleep in.
No, you gotta have feet ones
Oh.
too.
Full
Well,
rack.
you said strip and not boots.
Yeah, that's why
I
you didn't.
gotcha.
So you
I'm
didn't cut
making
your
them.
feet. So you didn't cut your feet. All right.
Oh,
I'll,
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
go back to the finish line.
We'll get enough bandages.
That's all right. I'll meet you back here at the
No,
bar.
you gotta come back to the finish. Wait, let me look at you for a second.
We'll be checking
Oh.
him. Yeah, he had mic issues, as he does. It always seems to be like that, isn't it? The old mics. We're just waiting on our halftime show. So, being Mother's Day here in Australia, we decided to get our guests to incorporate the full mummy experience by dressing up as one. We'd like to do this. We've had our little co-host take over. How they looking? They looking all right?
Photographers today.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
terrible.
doing all
Absolute
right.
shit.
That's what I like to
They're,
hear.
they're probably the slowest, most unsurvivable
Oh,
guests we've
I
had
couldn't,
so
I
far, but
couldn't
you know.
tell who is who.
Yeah.
Everything's covered in blood.
You got your period, mate.
That's it. Well,
That's why we gave you the rags.
that's it. In honor of Mother's Day.
No, here we go.
First winner. Oh, our only winner. He's got a belt on.
Let's have a look.
No,
Can we get a
wrong.
full
He's-
assessment?
He's missing
Stop.
something.
He's missing
That's
something.
it. Yep, you're not full.
Eye patch?
Wait. I think they're killing each other. I think they're killing each other.
Hey, they killed me, so I nade dropped them. They could win.
I must declare, SexyKarl would have been the winner. He did have it. He was done. I witnessed it.
It was done and dusted. A little cheating going on. Weapons
yeah,
involved.
I was having a perp the whole time. I was watching through the gap.
You doing your peep and Tom effort?
Righty, quick, take your guns.
All that running made me hungry, though.
The vodka's pretty good. Oh, there's some oranges behind the bar.
Oh, hell yeah.
The bar staff here are pretty ordinary. They just leave their duties behind and.
Oh, wait, I didn't. I just
Oh,
realized I took
yeah.
my shoes off.
I'm doing one of those things where I
Stop
like
it
just
going
wipe
on.
down the benches, pretend that I'm busy.
Carl is a bit of a
so
chef
when I don't
himself.
see
How
you-
wouldn't you stop for that?
There we are.
He won.
He won. You kill him, did ya?
Can I order a vodka and juice?
That's it.
Alright,
Sure.
but-
All right, so
It's a classic. It's a classic combination. It's like Cracker Jacks at a ball game.
But by rule breakage, we believe SexyKarl was the winner. He just got murked during the what do you call it?
Yes, he is
These
the
things
winner.
happen.
It was an accident,
I won
though.
the
I did
peanuts.
say that it was.
No, it wasn't an accident. I shot him. That's what I do. I shoot people. If
I like-
you've not seen the TikToks, I shoot people.
That's it. I like your
do.
honesty. I like the honesty. Oh,
Holy shit! What the fuck was that?
all right.
We don't get to
Go.
kill everyone just
That's
yet.
it. That's at the
People
end of the
play
show.
with
You
All right.
calm down
You can go
now.
get dressed if you like, and go get your brother. Tell him to come down here.
Or you can
See it.
say,
SexyKarl for the win. Got murked during the what do you call it? But
Oh shit!
lucky we got our referees.
Classic
Those sons of
DayZ.
bitches.
It's not DayZ without a couple of explosions and a little cannibalism
there,
here
come
and there.
Well, at the end of the show, you guys can cut Thicc while I do my intro and my outro and murder each other and do whatever you want, and then I'll join into the murder.
Well, I'm gonna go get some clothes. I'm gonna get some clothes on. Let's go get the clothes.
That's it. There you go.
still got your clothes up here.
Yeah, your clothes are still up here. That's it. We had to do.
These two
We
are
had
like,
to. We had
like
to do.
herd stray cats.
Did you
okay?
ruffle through my pocket? Did you go to my pockets, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe.
My pockets itchy.
You threw your jacket at me. Your jacket's over here somewhere. There it is.
Oh, I'm wearing Buzz's jacket. Ain't got shit in it.
That's it. I'll put it back. That's it.
Yes.
But yes, we had to have a little pun today on Mother's Day.
No.
Mummies for
Of course
Mother's
not.
Day.
Only by accident would I do that. I had so many mushrooms, man. So many mushrooms.
But officially for our halftime podcast, SexyKarl's the winner. He wins our Mother's Day mummy dress up.
Shout out to my mom.
Shout out to your mum. That's it. And
Yay.
D Squad,
milk.
you cheating bastards.
There's nothing wrong with a little friendly DayZ shoot.
Well,
Yeah, that's
it's
decent,
all par for
alright,
the
yeah.
course.
That's it. Word to the mothers. That's exactly right. All right, so we're going to get back into it. We're going to move on to community service. When it comes to community service, what do you think is one of the biggest issues you find when playing them? We'll start with D Squad.
Sometimes they're a little janky. There's some of them that are kind of janky. I go inside a house, and I am just glitching all over the place. I have no idea what that is, but I can't stand that because I get ambushed in houses constantly. I don't know why I draw those people, but yeah. Going up and down stairs, get all glitched. Especially if they're modded buildings and put where they're not supposed to be. This is some nice shit. I haven't glitched once in any of these buildings. Some good stuff here.
So quality coding, definitely one of
It's in the water.
the required things needed to keep that server performance up. What about you, SexyKarl?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely a big issue. It's I feel like there's so many community servers, and there's obviously a lot of different ways people can get creative with the files, and you know, it's never any fun to have a really janky server where the buildings are kind of half underground, and you know, obviously, like this is a good example of one that actually feels like it could have been, you know, part of a vanilla map where things actually like aren't intersecting at crazy angles, and I don't know. Other than that, I feel like a lot of community servers just struggle with like they're good ideas, they're good concepts, but sometimes it's just if there's not people in them, they're not gonna gain traction. You know?
It needs to have a good flow. It needs a good
Exactly.
flow to it.
Yeah.
Like I
Their
like
idea
some
is
of
built
the-
for full
Some
pop.
of the super low loot servers, but there's just sometimes it's like not fun if there's no one else on. You know?
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying with
I
that.
think that's
A lot of people build their server for
Yeah.
a full pop and don't understand that it's got to build up slowly.
Exactly.
I've been wanting a pitch dark server, one that's always dark, but I can't find one.
the nighttime server.
There's actually one called Dark.
Yeah, it's called Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one plays it.
See, this is the problem.
That's the problem.
That is, see, that is
I
what
want to
really
be in the
sucks.
dark
There
by
are a lot of
myself.
there's a
The
lot
more
of really
mysterious
great
the harder it
concept
gets.
servers, you know, and
Yeah.
all of the really great concept servers always for some reason are low pop. And it's terrible because
It is
some
terrible.
of them
It
are
is
really
a shame.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
We say that all the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
We're like getting a server and we're by ourselves. And we're like, oh man, this server is empty, but that is a shame. This is a nice server. We get another
Oh, what
shithole
was it?
servers and we're like, this
Area
is a shithole server. And
51.
it's got full pop and it's janky.
Right.
And people are running around glitching, shooting each other, and I'm like, what is going on? Why?
Yeah.
Right? Area 51. Great fucking server. No one was ever there.
Yeah.
So,
Was that all gas server? That was a good one.
yeah,
Oh,
that
I
was
think it's a
gas.
server. That was cool.
Yes, that is.
Oh, Fleshy got into that, didn't she? Oh, AKA Iron Maiden. Right into that. She got hooked on that big time.
Yeah, that's the HXC
That was the
servers.
same
You always
person
try and
that-
get a good
That
concept.
makes it dark, eh?
Yeah.
Animal
yeah, that's the
Arsenal.
same.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Look
Thank
at
you,
it.
kind sir, for dropping that.
Is-
I'll pay
Is
you
that
later.
is that
Huh?
server
Huh?
loaded with animals?
Loaded with
Yeah,
people
well-
sometimes.
Lots of arse and
Yeah,
all.
it's a well, you can have your name back again. So I was able to change it back, thank God. So it's back to, well, it's AA, still kept in the AA Animal Arsenal, but yeah, it's a hunting server. So yeah,
Hell yeah.
animal server better.
Oh, okay.
Great PvP. Love it.
All right.
The
So
flow. See, now
stay
that server has
consistent.
a really nice flow.
Oh.
Get your concept out, and keep to your title. That's
Yeah.
So, what could be done server side to help make the game more enjoyable for community servers? What do you reckon the devs could be able to bring out server side to help the game, a bit more enjoyable for the player?
Ping
The
strength.
player has to take the initiative. Get into the game first. They can't hold they can't hold your hand through it. I mean,
No, but I'm more talking like starting loadouts. I'm talking.
You know what? Instead of just starting with the bandage, apple, and glow stick, give me a pistol as well. Doesn't have to be a good one. It's like one of those. Was it a 57 mil?
Yeah, the IJ
I
server.
say
even
nothing.
something
Give
like
me
that.
nothing.
Even
Give him
just starting
nothing.
you with a melee, so you've at least got something to battle zombies with to start. You
Find
know?
a bat. Start me off with a bat or a broom handle or something. Damn it!
Yeah.
Mm.
Nah, that makes it too easy. I like that
How
I'm
is
better
that too
at this
easy?
game than a lot of people. Don't you like being better at this game than a lot of people? I mean, Smiley, you're pretty good.
No.
Yeah, I like the hardcore
I
side
kind
of
of like
it.
that.
Oh, once again.
Hell
well,
yeah.
thank-
It takes years to
if I
get
really
this
wanted
game
to
under your
do
belt.
extreme survival, I just go live in the wilderness for real. That takes guts.
Yeah.
And
Sit
you can't
there
just
and-
jump in here and start playing it, and I kind of
No,
like
because
that.
there is a learning curve.
So you think
compared
it's
to any
it's
other
more on the
game I've
player
played.
to be able to guide his entertainment purposes on the server rather than left to the server owner itself to provide
Yeah, I think
mods, coding
ultimately-
areas and such.
And
Let
ultimately,
people
if they
find their
get
own
to pick their
adventure.
own path, yeah. I mean, that's what DayZ's all about. Find your own way.
I
If you
tell you
can't
what,
find
though,
your own
was
way, then get a different game.
was fucking awesome
I'm
though
sorry,
with
did you want
experimental
instructions?
loading in last night with like clothes and the crossbow and shit and being able to just get straight into it. That was so awesome last night.
That was good, wasn't
I
it?
mean, that makes sense for PvP servers. I guess.
I so
even
want
then-
to do it on experimental, but I'm too attached to my character. I've almost got the full armor set. The full knight
Just
set,
neck it.
so I was like,
Hell
I
yeah.
can't do it. I just can't do
Mr.
it.
No alt, just
Just use
neck
an
it.
alt.
No, he doesn't have them. He doesn't use them.
Nah.
He's got one account and always has one
Just
account.
get on your mum. Just get on your mum's account.
That's it for Mother's
There
Day.
you go.
Give her a kid up. But it's cool. You load him with like 10 bolts. You've got a cooking pot with a gas stove. You've got a med kit full of meds and a chocolate. I was very, very impressed what they did with the custom loadout. It made me super pumped. Absolutely super pumped. That'd be cool to be able to program that myself and go, right, this is what you're getting. And start you off with
I
that.
can't wait till they actually do give us the custom loadouts. It's got to make deathmatch servers actually feel a lot better.
It's just the ability to start with a gun. You don't have to start, you can start with a KZU or an M16 and, have to build up and cruise through and find your loot still, but nothing worse getting done as a freshie. Or getting, especially in a death match where you spawn in, you got to try and pick up a gun and bang, you're dead. Be good to have a gun to kick off with.
Or just a melee weapon, like a knife. Give me a knife.
Yeah, see, everyone cries for a knife. I think
Pocket knife. It could be
I
a
think we
small
used to
one.
have a knife in our inventory at one stage. I'm sure there was a
stone knife.
Yeah, I think it was a stone knife, wasn't it, in the early days? And then they took them out because people were just basically coming in and necking themselves rather than, trying to find a spawn. So they countered that by taking the knife away, but everyone still just finds a spot to kill themselves anyway.
Yeah. Back in my day, we had to jump from the lighthouse.
That's it. Or you had to,
Jeez.
you had a flare. Instead of a glow stick, you had a flare, road flare. So you would put your rags on the ground and light that, or your bandage on the ground and light that, and just stand on that fire.
See, now that's more useful.
But
You'd just be littering the beach,
That's
just little fires.
100%. You would
No
just see
food on 'em.
all spawn, all these dead freshies, all dead around these fires, and then the coast started to get a little bit laggy with all the fire pits everywhere.
Somebody clean up all these bodies.
Yeah, and as I said in chat, controlled spawn points would be absolutely wicked to be able to have a passworded spawn point for your trader.
That would be
selectable
so
for your
ideal.
players. Oh, that would be so much of a lifesaver.
I kind of figure they're going to give us the ability to eventually change, what people spawn in with, but I always wanted to be able to do that and have it area-based for one, but also, if you could do it player-based, like gamer tag even, but I was just always thinking you could, you spawn in a medical building, you start with medical gear, spawn in the police station, start with police gear, and for like a PvP server, that would kind of give people some sense of like, oh, this time I'm going to be a cop or whatever it is.
Yeah, or even a randomly selected, like on an RP. So when you load in, oh shit, I'm a cop.
Exactly.
Oh shit, I'm a fireman. I'm a medic person.
Yeah, and if you're if you're gonna be a fireman that beats up other firemen, then so be it. You're just that fireman.
Yep.
Right? Turn on all the other firemen. Now, what if you decided to dress as a furry?
Well, I reckon they should have
Fursuits
suits.
dropping at 1.21.
That's it.
You heard it here first.
Get the onesies. I need a bear and a wolf onesie, so I can run around as a bear and a wolf.
I could get my
That
hands
would be
on a bear
that would be
and a
pretty
bear
cool.
suit.
Skin the bear and then wear its fur.
Yep.
Running around for beer head on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sick.
That would
Wolfgang.
And then you can start
Bear
doing
gang.
emojis and everything, emotes.
That's
start
it.
dancing and everything. Oh, see, now we become Fortnite. See?
One step away,
two
one
things
step
to this
away.
game and you
Yeah.
become Fortnite.
You're gonna log in and be Darth Vader, like, God damn it, they've done it again.
That's it. Walking down the coast.
Do I wanna purchase more points? Yes, I wanna purchase more points.
I'm keen. Let's do it.
$20 for 1,000 coins? All right, fine. I don't care.
Yeah, but
Your money
no buy to
worth more
win.
than mine.
No pay to win BS.
They'd be called, I got a bad one, they'd be called DayZ bucks. I'll see myself out.
Oh yeah, get out.
Oh.
Get out. That's it. Banned.
That's disgusting.
That's it.
I go
Damn.
back to selling crack for that.
Daisy
And
Ruples.
I'm sitting back on the floor. No more table for me.
I would actually
That's
try
it.
to
Well,
play
That's
imagine,
it.
into that
kids,
though.
now
Man, I
that
got a
it's
sweet
Mother's
shirt.
Day, go into your mother's purse, take $5 out of there, she'll never miss it. Go down to the local alley and buy yourself a rock of crack.
Happy
That's
Mother's
another
Day.
thing. They need to
Sounds
add
so
more
crack.
status effect items in game, like more meds. Alcohol should warm you up but slow you down. More drugs would be nice. Like,
Yep.
Just find me
Overdosed.
in the corner, just smoke the crack all day and fucking churno in an apartment. Just,
I mean, like,
please,
how funny
man,
would it
I'm
like
so dead.
you're pinned down, you're out of ammo, and you can't run, and it's like, I guess this is the time where I should take a hit of crack and just see if it'll let me sprint away. Like,
Yeah, that's it.
my options are
Yeah, don't run it off the
die,
edge of the building. I
die,
can
or
fly.
maybe get a crack addiction.
That's
Like,
it.
I'd risk it for the biscuit.
Pull out the glass Harley and give it a
You
ride.
become addicted to drugs. You run slower now, and you vomit occasionally.
I'm building up a tolerance to EpiPens. I need something stronger.
But you are right. There
or
needs to be a
some-
bit more. Yeah, go, Q.
Well, but being a cannibal shouldn't always be negatives either. There should be some sort of bonuses with it as well. It's a hard lifestyle to
that
live
would
running
be
around
cool.
as a cannibal. You should get some sort of perk for it, rather than all just
Currently,
negative.
the only perk is creeping people out when they hear you laugh, which, while funny, is not very useful in game.
That's it. Curse that laughter.
God,
and
they-
Curse
they
the
know where
gigglers.
you are,
For days.
and that you're gonna eat them.
But,
Like, no,
Oh, yeah, I
I'm
remember
not
hearing
gonna
my
eat
first
you.
cannibal. Fucking weirdest, scariest shit I've ever heard in a game. Creepy
They
ass.
put the meat down in front of you, and they're like, "Go on, take a bite," and you kind of feel like you have to. Oh, okay.
never. Just straight into the punches.
It'll only keep your character from shaking for just a moment. You're like,
I'm just like, I'm telling this guy yes, but my Hot Wheel is up, and I got it hovering over my gun.
Yeah, that's right. Although I do find the cannibal isn't as brutal as it used to be. He used to jitter all over the place with the gun. He used to kick into the laughter quite early. I mean, we did
I do
Oh, the hand
feel like they
twitching,
changed that, and it's not as like it takes a while.
It takes
for
a
the twitching
while.
to occur, and I feel like that's the part that really makes it feel like you're about to learn why you shouldn't have done that.
correct.
Yeah, it's not only that, you go for a shit ton more food too, I found.
Yeah, all people.
Get hungry a lot faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it used to be, especially in the earlier days, the shaking of the aim was hectic. We tried to play hide and go seek cannibals once, and it took up to 45 minutes for people to start laughing. So, yeah, it's definitely a massive change.
Yeah.
Definitely a massive change. All right, so we're going to move on to Discord. Is usually the main thing that community servers use. It's a massive part that integrates the server with the actual community. What do you think could be improved on Discord to make community servers easier? So they talked about in the chat at the moment, because we've got the Masters of Coding in, about adjusting spawn points through the Discord bot to be able to change them in the actual server, which is absolutely
That'd be nice.
nuts.
Like if you could set
I'm sorry, what was
the
that
Discord bot to read the log file and be like, hey, if you kill yourself with a stone knife, the log file will read that, then take the gamer tag that killed himself with the stone knife and attribute it to the spawn point at the location they killed themselves at.
That would be wicked.
You could pick on just one person and make them happen to spawn in the shittiest spot over and over again just to mess with their head.
Yep.
Imagine if they
That
just
works.
didn't know and they just didn't know why their spawn kept changing.
why does it keep putting me as far away as possible? I don't want
Hey,
Why
Joe,
am I
you
in
meet
the
up with your
fishing
friends?
village? I don't want to leave the fishing village.
But even so, even if you could meet up with your friends, go into a private chat, set the spawn point you wanted to, and then boom boom through the Discord, that'd be cool.
I also wish they had a. I guess this would have to be done. You'd have to have Discord on your Xbox, but just a simple way to. Like the Discord link popping up in the red text is like the hardest thing to read, and you never know how long it'll be on the screen depending on the server. If there was just a way to like, oh, I'm in the server, I can just pause and open their Discord. Like that would be so handy.
Yeah,
Because
very
nobody
nice.
likes to, while they're in game, like getting shot at, and they're like, "Oh, the Discord popped up. I gotta write it down real quick."
Just take a picture of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's how you know the age difference.
Screenshot.
That's the age difference. We're writing down
You
shit.
gotta remember though, but on Facebook, 90% of the DayZ videos are people taking cell phone pictures of their screens. So it's like,
Yeah, it makes it harder.
we've gotta help these people. We gotta get everybody on the same page.
No, but
We
that'd
can
be a good.
record it, boys.
That'd
Don't
be
worry.
definitely a good idea in the opposite direction. The ability to be able to activate the Discord through the actual server.
Right. And it's like,
Yeah,
it's
this
a
guy's been
double-edged
banned
sword. One
twice
of the
for
things
that.
I like about DayZ is how anonymous it can be if you just don't tell people your gamer tag. If it's a full server and they don't know you or your voice, they're never gonna know.
Yep.
But I know on like, I think on PlayStation, you can see their gamer tag in some servers, I think. And
No,
I don't know,
all
I
servers.
feel like that's a...
Like if we were talking, it would come
Oh,
up.
it's
all
Yeah,
servers.
if
Oh.
whoever's talking
I
comes
thought
up.
it was like a thing they could toggle. Wow, okay.
No, that's how they get around the privacy laws or privacy rules that Microsoft have. They have their names displaying at the top.
That's it. So you can report and know who's talking, and they do full disclosure where Microsoft does zero disclosure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Microsoft
immersion
is like,
breaking
we'll
garbage.
decide.
decide,
Never
we'll
want you to
decide,
know.
we'll decide if what he said was bad enough. Thanks.
That's it. That's it. Where PlayStation goes, go hell for leather. Cut sick, people.
And saying that though, it's really, really easy to get your PlayStation PSN banned compared to getting a Microsoft account. Like my sons keep getting banned all the time, and it's as if someone reports his chat that he's had with someone, and it could be nothing. It's like he's just calling them a dick. He'll get his PSN banned.
Oh shit!
I
So
got banned for
no,
nudity.
put
really
it instantly.
Yeah, they're really, really strict.
You got banned for
That
nudity?
happened. Yeah, on Grand Theft Auto.
It's not my fault.
for a
My
whole
pants
week.
were ruined.
I forgot I was recording in the strip club, and they instantly banned my ass. From oh yeah, oh yeah.
Well, when you spend, 4 hours of the stream in the strip club, of course they're going to eventually ban you.
This guy's been
I
live
tried
streaming
to-
in the strip club for too long.
You know how on GTA you can text people in game, like with the in-game cell phone.
Yep.
This is
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto Online. I tried to text my buddy, "Shut up," and it's like, "Hey man, that's inappropriate and like disrespectful. You can't text that." I'm like, this game let me eat a person in the story mode, but I can't tell my buddy, "Shut up." Like,
I ran over 3 hookers in
please
order
control
to get
your
to this
emotions,
bar,
sir.
but I
It's
can't
quite
text
rude.
somebody, you dick.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
They're like, listen, murder is one thing, but like telling someone to shut up, like come on,
That's
guys.
just rude. That's just
Out
rude.
of line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't tell somebody to shut
go
up.
beat him up in the airport parking lot like a normal person.
That's it. That's it. Do it like real life. All right, so we know what's coming out in 1.21. What's the items you would like to see next on 1.22?
I want working pens so I can leave really dumb notes for people.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
That way we
can
can write down
Just
D
like-
Squad was here.
That's it.
Just like
And then when they go
leave
into
a
the bathroom,
stash,
they're
leave
like,
a
D
stash
Squad's
with like
behind you.
empty mags and ruined food, and then a note that says "Enjoy, big guy." Just stuff like that. Because once I saw that we could have once I saw that I could spawn in pens, I was like, yeah, but I can't use them with the paper. So like, why am I gonna do this?
Yeah, you just
Same
bypass
with
No,
it.
cassette
sorry
tapes.
for the
I
bathroom.
I think cassette tapes. I think they should play music, and we should be able to, if you code a server, you should just be able to assign a tape to an MP3 file. Like, there'd probably be copyright issues, but they could just, like, pawn it off on the server owner and not the company, you know? I'll take the risk.
Or even record it.
Every time I get a copyright
I
violation
love
for
that
any
idea.
social media, I just hit the button that says, like, I have permission to use this, and obviously I don't, but what are they gonna do? Well, they're gonna take down my
Give
video.
them
That is-
non-permission
That's
to
Take
it.
down my video is what they're gonna do, but whatever.
Yeah, that's it. No, they'll just mute them or non-monetize it
Turn
or...
off- Yeah, I just make it so it won't get monetized. I'm like, it's not like I'm getting any views anyway, so.
Yeah, but that's
No one's gonna see this.
but
They're not
definitely
gonna
the
care.
pen.
I'm like, guys, my videos are like edited on my phone. I don't think I'm like taking money away from Sony, you know?
You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised.
They'll be dirty. They'll
Sony
hunt
just
you
takes that
down.
seriously.
Allegedly,
Sony
though, if you
needs
just
all
make
that
your own
money.
version of it, like all you have to do is like play a song and then every now and then go, yeah, in it or something and change it just a
That's it.
little
Woohoo!
bit. Change it a little
Yeah,
bit,
that's
That's
then
why I
it becomes
dub all the
yours.
songs
That
in my
becomes
own
yours.
voice.
I think it's
I
a...
just
That way they
write
can't get in.
fair use in all caps like 100 times in the video description. Like, fair use, you can't stop me. I am making a commentary video. I am making a commentary video, and there's nothing wrong with it.
It's a parody video.
We touched on a little bit earlier about bicycles, but vehicles. Are we in need of some type of transport or more styles of the same transport? I know the bike was mentioned, and a lot of people have been yelling out about the push bike.
I want the bike, so I
bike?
can snipe somebody right off of that bike.
Oh,
that'd
that'd
be
be
so
so
right off of that bike.
satisfying. Oh,
They gotta
man.
put a good animation on it, though. They gotta put a good animation on them, like flip over the handlebars or something.
Like they wobble a little bit when you stagger them on the
Yes,
bike
yes.
and then they tip over.
Get the DTs.
Man, can you imagine that feeling when you're tipping over on a bike and you know they're still scoped in on you?
Yeah,
Over
see?
at that point.
No, you won't catch me on the bike, but I will gladly shoot at the bike.
Or if you
Also, like if you're biking downhill, bullets whizzing by, that'd be a rush.
oh hell yeah, and especially
Like,
if you
maybe
when
like
you
one
crash the
of
bike,
those
you
are
fall on the
like-
ground. So you just ditch your bike and just lay prone if you're getting shot at. Find the nearest pole to crash into so you can get onto the ground quicker.
No, it's gotta
No,
be
they
like
should have
real
a-
life. If you're getting shot at,
about
you
a
could pick
pickup
up the
truck?
bike and run away faster with it.
If I see someone not wearing a
Put it
helmet,
on your
I'm
back.
shooting for the fucking head.
That's it.
Yep.
Need more smaller vehicles that are just for carrying cargo, so like a pickup truck, maybe like an ATV or something. 2 people
That'd
be
only,
sick.
but cargo focused.
Even just a cart, like a little sled
Because that
cart.
big truck is a piece
know?
of shit. I'm tired of that big truck.
How
And the
about like
cars are too
how
small.
about a tractor? Like a small tractor, like it's slow as hell, but you could just like lug shit with it, you know? Like it's not faster than walking, but you could carry more.
This guy
Can you
wants to
imagine
get shot
seeing a
off
tractor
everything.
go down the street?
I want
You
all
get shot
the
off that
ruined I
tractor.
want all the ruined vehicles to work. When I first saw a tractor, I was like, "Oh, is there a working one somewhere? Like, are we farming simulator in this
Oh,
bitch?"
I
That's
did
it.
the same thing.
Driving down the Cherno coastline with a Columbine harvester, just chopping up freshies as you go.
Can you imagine? The guy's got broken legs and he's trying to crawl away from the fucking.
Austin Powers scene. Get out of the way!
Yeah.
Get out of the way!
The devs are like,
terrible.
we were gonna put it at LMG, but they really want a steamroller, so I don't know.
that's a crack up. That is a crack up. See, so much worthy vehicles that they just tease us with being destroyed on the side of the road.
Or even the buses when they redid the wheels for them. You know, they gave us hope of getting the bus, and it was just like,
Yeah.
why fuck with them if you're not going to do anything to it?
I think that's going to be a slow progress.
Imagine the party bus goes by and you just see like a bunch of glow sticks and different colored smoke coming from a bus, and you're just like starving to death on the
A bunch
coast.
of
Like, that'd
freshies
be...
got their shirt off.
That's it.
You just hear like
Have you seen
Russian
some of the
heartbeats
PC
getting
clips of
gradually
it?
louder as they approach.
Some of the PC clips on that party bus is absolutely crazy. They're doing like 100 Ks along the railway lines, and you know, one of them's hanging out the door. There's two on the roof. They're just flying around.
It would make for such a good
Content.
I didn't even know there were cars in DayZ. I was like looting a police station at night, and I heard one pull up, and I'm like, what the fuck? If that happened in a bus, I'd have lost it.
Yeah, but even still, it'd be
That said, we need to remember any vehicle they add is still a plane until further notice.
That's
It's like
it, yeah.
a pipe dream. It's like in reality, like the running joke is that DayZ would be such an amazing game if it just fucking worked the way it should. Like, could you imagine DayZ with no lag or car issues? This would be the best game in the fucking world.
like PUBG cars.
So good.
Like PUBG cars, and you fly them around.
Say it every
Like
week.
the physics,
Yeah.
just you could fake the physics a little bit. It doesn't have to be hyper realistic. Just I don't want to go to space every time I hit 40 miles an hour in third.
That's it. Space, and then the ground, and then space, and then the ground, and then space, and then the ground. Because these days they seem to bounce out there.
It's definitely, like, overall it's gotten better, but it's like anytime they say there's gonna be an improvement, it's like the same shit will still happen at some point. You know, it's like it's still probably gonna fly away eventually. It just might not be as often. And it's one thing when it happens on a community server and it's funny, but if you're on official, you bust your ass and get a gunter and then it just flies away.
Fucks off.
That sucks.
Do you know where they go?
We've all felt that. It's not fun.
Does anyone know where they actually go, where they fly off?
I know from experience they can go pretty far. I don't know exactly what I did. I made like 30 cars spawn like 100 feet up, and the physics of them kind of engaged as I got closer, and they just sort of like, it was kind of raining cars in the woods for a bit. And yeah, I was finding cars like all over the place.
Usually they go underwater near Debug Island to despawn.
Yeah, but if they go in the water, they're fucking.
Yeah, 100%. All right, we'll move on to the DLC. Is Livonia worth buying?
Oh my!
I think Livonia is worth buying. I mean, new map, new me. That's what I say.
Yep.
If you're gonna
I was like,
be
why
a
can't
new
I
player and
sit
jump on
down?
Livonia, that's where I think, if you're a new player in Livonia, that's hard. Livonia is hard as shit. I mean, to
Yep.
start off on
It's definitely different if you don't have that. Like I started Livonia experienced, but I think if that was my first play, I would not have had fun.
Yeah, there's no water, no medicine, no fucking food, nothing.
Yeah.
Just
The-
gear up
the
in
real struggle
Cherno,
bus.
log off, and go
Yeah,
log in,
Apple.
swap your character.
Can't do a loot run on
I gotta get some
Cherno.
Tetris and bring it. I gotta hop on the alt and bring myself some Tetris.
I think the players on Livonia too are a whole different breed. I felt it was a complete different PvP experience when I was on there than versus here.
Bit more
On
dedication
Cherno.
to the game rather than a game passing.
I
Yeah,
feel
they're
like
more
I've seen
hardcore,
the
that's for
same
sure.
same thing. It definitely felt like people on Livonia, like you run it. Like I felt like I ran into more people that were more experienced, but I was
Oh, yeah,
also
for
mostly
sure.
playing on PvP servers. But plus Livonia is just like, I don't know. A lot of it's just like it's different from Chernaris, and that's a lot of the appeal to me. Just to have a different one to go to.
Yeah.
And when they dropped that bunker update for Livonia, when it first came out, God,
Yeah,
it
that
was a
was
shit show there. I mean, every
fucking
server
sick.
was full, and there was so many people, just freshies, and oh my God, it was crazy.
First
I loved
time
it.
you get to the bunker on official for the first time, and it's just like 6 gates in a row, and you're like, come on, guys.
Yeah, that's it. I just want to see
Yeah.
inside. I just want to see
I just wanted to see
inside.
it. It's like that no one is gonna open their gates for you. No, trust me. No, trust me. Just let me in. I'm super friendly, bro.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of Livonia, and I like the hardcore aspect of it. A bit more survivally. I like its shortness too. It's not so long to get from one side of the So So we all run into freshies. Freshborns obviously can be new friends or enemies. What do you do with freshborns? Do you kill them? Do you rob them? Do you talk to them? Do you try and befriend them? We want to know your little insights.
Am I starting?
Yeah, good. Anyone can start.
Yeah, you're starting.
As soon as I get any hint of like they keep their fists raised for more than like 2 seconds, I'm fucking going ham on it. Usually I try to wait until, even if they have a gun in hand, I try to wait until fired upon unless they have something I want, you know? But I feel like it's typically pretty, you're not gonna, believing and trusting people is like a really good way to not have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
because I'd always just think of people doing what I used to do. I'd have my freshie clothes on, but I'd have a loaded pistol, and I'd act all friendly, but as soon as I got the chance, I was pulling a pistol out. So I just assume, you know, everybody could have a pistol in their pocket. You never know. And I don't want to be back on the coast with a fucking pair in my pocket.
Yeah, that's it. So, your own tactics is now is your own
usually
fear.
You or them. It's usually you or them. So
you or them. What about?
I'd rather be toxic I'd rather be toxic and alive.
I think it's how they're both sound.
It's
So
toxic.
if they're younger, I hear that they're younger and they sound a little bit inexperienced. I usually would try to help them.
Yep.
Make sure I have more experience and I can handle a betrayal. I can see it coming.
There's usually telltale signs. Like I feel like most people, especially newer people, kind of think they're slick and they'll, you know, say
Never
one of many
trust no
phrases.
14.
That's
Or
it.
just like,
Just
yeah,
chill,
you're
bro.
like,
Just
no
chill.
way.
Chill,
Like,
chill,
you're
bro.
my
Chill.
Murphy. Or they'll tell you to add them and then get really close to you, and the second you're in the menu, they're just whacking away.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta know, and it's those ones. I
At the
just
same
play it by
time,
ear.
especially when as I've gotten, you know,
Hello.
the more I've played, the more I like to take a chance and kind of just like, you know, I'll throw them a loaded gun if I have
See
two,
nothing.
and just like see what they do, you know.
Okay, I'm not gonna go that far. I'll
I'll
probably
just put.
shoot
Oh,
I'll
you
put it-
did
I'll
the
put it
full
this way, like,
science.
If the person,
Full
if
science.
they sound like they might be friendly, I'll just tell them like, hey man, like, I'm gonna drop this M4 and keep my LAR. You have a good day, and I just turn and run. And if I hear shooting, I'm obviously gonna try to turn and shoot. But if they get me, they get me. Sometimes they get you.
They never get me.
Sometimes they get you.
Everybody gets got it sometimes.
They blast
Everybody
me.
gets got it sometimes.
Yeah. No, I think you can't just kill KOS all the time. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
you
gonna
gotta
lie, I
live a
get
little,
scared.
you know.
Most
You
of
gotta
the time
live
I
a
kill
little.
them just because I got frightened. Somebody surprises me, and I just quick and turn to shoot. But that wasn't my intention. Usually, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Force of habit.
Force out,
I wanted to
yeah.
shoot him to wound.
But no, I
You
think,
ever-
I think if you get
You ever shoot
traumatized a
someone
few
and then try
times.
to revive them just to apologize.
Yep.
No, if I shoot them and they're out, I just put them out of their misery. I don't want to have to
There you
explain
go.
myself after that.
That's respectable.
How do you explain it? I'm sorry, bud. I just shot you. Let's patch you up here. You know, no, I can't trust him after that. I have to
Oh,
at that point.
all right. Well, that brings us to the end of the show. So be careful because it usually turns to shit.
Uh-oh.
Yep. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. Come back, grab a gun, shoot the co-host.
Got his butt. Look out, I think he's got a nade.
Oh, he just rocked everybody. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank our guest for coming out to the podcast, as well as our co-host for helping the podcast come together. Shout out to the community for coming along and sharing your opinions. You can catch the edited version of the podcast on my YouTube. And if you have any questions you'd like to ask for our guests, or you'd like to be on the show, head to my Discord and you can check out the casting couch or the question channels. We've had a couple of quality questions drop for next week by Vanilla DayZ Experience. So I'm very looking for that. Plus you can visit the hundreds of servers that are linked to my particular Discord. We'll catch you all on the next stream and see you next week for our podcast.